The mistake made in the order of 31 trains ordered by Renfe in 2020 for Asturias and Cantabria and that do not fit through some of the tunnels of the network has led to what is already known as one of the biggest railway fiascos in recent years. The manufacturer, the Basque CAF, already warned in March 2021 that there was an error in the height measurements of the convoys and they could not be built. 6 months later, experts from 3 agencies under the Ministry of Transport and the company awarded the contract agreed on a solution to fix the problem, the so-called comparative method, unprecedented in Spain, which consists of using a train already running on the network as a reference for the size of the new one. The ministry wants to speed up the work to develop the trains with the appropriate dimensions, which were never manufactured because the failure was detected in the initial design phase. The Ministry of Transport acknowledged the problem on February 3, after the Asturian newspaper El Comercio uncovered the news. One of the responses of the department headed by Raquel Sanchez has been the announcement of an internal audit. This scrutiny will help to clarify, according to ministerial sources, who knew about the problem and why they did not raise it to the highest levels of the ministry in order to speed up decision-making. Sanchez, these sources add, found out internal audit and took immediate action. Raquel Sanchez criticizes the reproaches of the PP for the error of the trains. The Minister of Transport, Mobility, and Urban Agenda, Raquel Sanchez, intervenes after the signing of several agreements on social housing, at the Ministry of Transport, Mobility, and Urban Agenda, on February 8, 2023, in Madrid. The Cantabrian president himself, Miguel Ángel Revilla, has confirmed that it was CAF itself that alerted those who had commissioned the trains of the error. In fact, the ministry itself has reiterated from the beginning that the problems were detected when the process was still in the most preliminary stages of the design phase. When the design is finished we will be able to give more accurate deadlines, emphasizes a ministry spokeswoman, who recalls that the problems were detected when the process was still in the most preliminary stages of the design phase. A team that was put in place this Wednesday will follow the design and manufacturing process. An unprecedented solution, Renfe will provide a specialized company with a train to measure the tunnels on the basis of a convoy already running on the network. In parallel, as Flores explained, alternatives were proposed that resulted in trains with gauge dimensions that resulted in much smaller units than those currently running on the tracks. The ministry defends that this possibility was not desirable because it distanced the objective of improving mobility and the quality of the railway service in Cantabria and Asturias. Renfe has already informed the European Investment Bank and it will not be necessary to renegotiate the financing agreement for the project to build the units, which involves a loan of €150 million, according to ministry sources. Renfe has defended these days that, in the bidding specifications for the tender, it took as a reference the measurements of the gauges of the so-called network statement published by ADIF. Industry sources point out, however, that this instruction details that its scope of application is for new or upgraded lines, which is not the case of Asturias and Cantabria. Old network. The first trains should have been ready by October 2024 at the latest, and now the ministry places their startup in 2026 inches. This is not the only delay in the delivery of rolling stock that Renfe will suffer. The operator accumulates nearly 2 years of delay in the Avril high-speed trains ordered to Tolgo in 2016. And, although the order of trains for Asturias and Cantabria is a notable error, it is still far from the case experienced by France in 2014. Then, the state-owned SNCF received 2,000 new carriages from manufacturers Alstom and Bombardier to renew its fleet of regional trains. We help you find the best courses and professional training in marketing.